As we knew when we came here we were going to be excavating one of the richest archaeological areas in the country. And we'd done a lot of studies beforehand, and we knew from previous works that we were going to find a lot of archaeology of all periods here. We're on the site of the East Kent Access Road. This is one of the new roads being constructed on the south coast of the Isle of Thanet. This is an area of Kent which was formerly an island just off the northeast coast of Kent, divided by the Wonsum Sea Channel, which silted up in medieval times, but was an important travel route through prehistoric and Roman times, and was one of the great entry ports to the country during historic periods. And it's important because the landscape we're in is one of the areas where some of the great events of English history have taken place. It's one of the richest archaeological landscapes in the country. From prehistoric times onwards, we've got vast amounts of archaeology on the Isle of Thanet. And because we're so near to Europe, it's one of the great contact points, and here new ideas, new cultures, invasions, all took place in this landscape. And we're here discovering the lives of the people who saw these events take place, the contacts they made, and the new settlers into the area. So it's a very, very important site. We very quickly realised that no matter where you put the road, you were going to hit an important site. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to excavate something as good as this, really. And it's one of the biggest excavations in the country at the moment. We've had 150 archaeologists working on this at various points over the last 6 months. They've been working flat out trying to record the archaeology on the road scheme. And we've had archaeology from every period here. It's prehistoric, Roman, Saxon. We had Saxon feasting with lots of shellfish, middens, and knives and processing. It's been a fantastic scheme, really. Well, we found a pair of very nice gold Bronze Age bracelets. These are later Bronze Age. They date to around about 700 BC, so about 2,700 years old.
It's nice, isn't it? As well. We found the golden coins.
They were found by myself very close to where I'm standing now, on the site of the Bronze Age settlement. These are probably would have been deposited deliberately as some part of ritual, an offering, if you like, into wet areas of the landscape. And we knew on this site that we already had sort of Bronze Age axes which had been buried deliberately. There's been 5 different collections of those found in the past on this particular site, and now we're finding gold from the same period. And it shows how people are that rich to be able to throw that sort of thing away. It's incredible, a really exciting find. Very, very simple in the design, but the amount of craftsmanship that must have gone into it. They were so good when we saw them, they'd feel to them, and they looked too good to be real to start with, so we were a bit suspicious about them to start with. But once we watched one and looked at it closely, it was clear that it was what we thought it was, which was a later Bronze Age gold bracelet, and probably a child's bracelet. It's very, very nice, really. To find an object like that, it is obviously a special item to people, and first people to handle it for 2,500 years. It's fantastic. It's very exciting. First time I found any gold in about 20 or 30 years of archaeology, so I was quite pleased with that, really. But they're very, very nice special objects, but it's about the story behind the whole thing, and how what they mean as part of the site, and what all those everyday objects mean as well. That is what's important about the site, really, is putting it all together. It's the shiny objects as well as all the everyday stuff, and the everyday stuff is everyday exciting. So I'm an archaeologist, so for me that's the part I like. The coroner will ask for them to be assessed by the British Museum, and they go through to an assessment and declared treasure by the coroner, and then evaluations put against them by an independent committee, and then that's the sort of financial reward that's there for the landowners and whoever else has got a claim on them. I'd like to see some sort of local display. We'd like to see certainly the finds remaining in Kent generally, and being accessible for people to look at and enjoy and appreciate.